Creativity is an addiction. Yeah, we were born with it. And we have to live with it. It stinks sometimes to be a creative person. Sometimes you don't understand why this is happening, but you still do it and you crave it. I mean, it's worse than wanting chocolate or peanut butter. It's an addiction. Learn to love it, learn to listen to it, learn to have a relationship with it. Unplug, because we will always say yes to creativity, totally uncut, because we all make mistakes, so turn it into a tool. This is Arroe Unplugged. My mom would always say, for the love of Pete. The 5 kids she had, we'd look at each other going, Pete? Who the hell is Pete? Pete? Really, Mom? Or she would say, for Pete's sake. Who's Pete? Mom. The rest of us say, for the love of God. But Mom was that kind of person that really took it very seriously. Do not use the Lord's name in vain. Don't do it. Don't do it. And so she would never, ever put, the word God in front of things, because she felt like that if she wasn't delivering it in a positive way, then she was doing so in vain. And that's what I loved about my mom. But she would never speak of religion, but yet you would hear her say things where the word God would easily fall into place for the rest of us. But she would never say it. She would never cuss with God or Jesus somewhere inside that expression. And it wasn't until I grew into a pair of adult shoes that I began to understand. It was like, Mom took this stuff very seriously. It's just that in Mom's world, she never spoke openly about having a relationship with a higher power. Never. Although she was there during my baptism at Billings Baptist Temple in Billings, Montana. And according to my sister, because I couldn't see my mom when I was inside that water, I couldn't see what was going on. But according to my sister, my mother was very touched, but she never spoke of it. She never talked about the baptism or anything that was something of religion that I was putting into my life. Even as an adult that was growing beyond 30, 40, 50 years old, I would speak to my mother openly about my relationship with God, and she would say, that's nice, son, that's nice. But she would never talk about it. And I don't understand that generation or that reason why, because I would have loved to have spoke about God with my mom. And now that she's gone, in spirit, we talk about it all the time. In fact, my mother, her ashes are right here inside this studio, and she's probably looking at me right now going, son, walk forward, walk in peace, just be present. That's my mom. Hey, it's Arroe. This is The Choice. This is what I was writing while the sun was waking up on a brilliant new day. Today we're reading from May 27th, 2022. Within my chapters of daily writing, a single page cannot sit silent. That's who I am as a writer. And unlike my mother, I'm going to talk about this. Writing is my connection to the universe, to a God, to a plan, a purpose. Within my chapters of daily writing, a single page cannot sit silent. Before anything can be accomplished, the daily discipline is to put ink stains in word formation on a page. I do know what it's like to be hollow in the heart, a lack of willingness, a view of darkness. Oh, how many writers am I talking to right now? You know what I'm talking about. Those moments of hollowness, a lack of willingness, the view of darkness, and yet you feel this desire that you've got to write. But how, where, who, why are you talking to me like this? We are silent when it comes to being writers. No, we are not. All writers face the mountain made of fault and excuses, and somehow, some way, we have to penetrate the disturbance, which might be the reason why I use a fountain pen over anything else with ink in it. I mean, seriously, between the two of us, I have never read a story about a pirate or a British warrior that has won a sword fight with a dull edge. Not even Johnny Depp would attempt that. His characters have that swagger of constant victory, to which we'd like to somehow touch. But to attain it means facing the beast a different day. Therefore, I say, write about it. So dramatic. A drama queen. Oh, my God. I take this stuff so seriously, and I can't imagine My mother being in that place where she did take God so seriously, but she never spoke about it. She never released what she felt inside. I always knew that God was very much alive in her because you could see it in her eyes. But she never brought it forward. She never put it in ways that God is working through her to reach others. And that's what I love about being a daily writer, is that within my chapters of daily writing, a single page cannot sit silent. Before anything can be accomplished, the daily discipline is to put ink stains in word formation on a page. Oh my God. You know, if we could just share with each other more and stop being silent with what we have as a gift. It is a gift to write. We are born to write. Julia Cameron says it. We all are writers. We just choose not to. We find excuses. And one of the things that she points out very bluntly in the very beginning pages of The Artist Way is that it's the teachers with the red pins that silence so many imaginations. And that's who I don't want you to be. Put away the red pin and just enjoy the expression. I'm Arroe, and that's what I was writing while the sun was waking up on a brilliant new day.